Hey y'all! So this video, I'm sure by the title you guys already know is going to be a little bit different. And I was kind of contemplating on whether to do videos like this or not, but I figured just even for myself it would be kind of cool to look back on things and just to kind of track different things. I don't know. But yes, I am pregnant. You guys, I'm in total freaking shock. Like, not shock, like we didn't expect it, but shock is that I can't believe it actually happened. My husband and I have been trying to have a baby with fertility medicine since August. I think I went in for my first appointment with the doctor in August. And so we've done 3 rounds of Clomid, and I didn't ovulate with any of those. And then I did my first round of Femera this month, January, and I found out I ovulated, which I didn't think I did, but the blood work came back and I did. And then yesterday morning, which was the 24th, I was like, okay, I'm going to take a pregnancy test because today would be my first day of my missed period. So I knew I was like, I can go ahead and take one and, just to take one. I knew today would really be the day that I would take it more serious. So I took one of the little cheapy, which I don't have with me, but one of the cheapy little stick ones that come from like Amazon if you get an ovulation kit from Amazon. They're really, really cheap. But I took one of those, and it was a really faint second line. And I was like, at first I thought I was having like line eyes. I thought I was like dreaming. I was like, wait a minute. So I'm like, nope, that's positive. And but I wanted to wait. I didn't call my doctor or anything. I wanted to take a digital pregnancy test that said like pregnant because I was like, I don't believe this. I don't believe it. So I went and got one yesterday at Walmart, and I picked it up today. Or I took it this morning, and it does say, well, I don't know if you guys can see it, but it does say pregnant. And I was just like, holy cow, like, that is so crazy. Obviously, we haven't posted anything like on social media. This will not be up anytime soon either. What I'm going to do is just like my first trimester video because we're not going to tell anybody until after the first trimester. I am really nervous about having a miscarriage. I do have PCOS, which is polycystic ovarian syndrome. I have obviously complications like female issues. And then I also that increases having PCOS increases the risk of having a miscarriage. So I'm really nervous about that. I've been trying to really just keep my anxiety down, just like namaste and praying and just like, okay, I'm just going to go with the flow. Like, we're just going to let God handle it, and I'm not going to try to overanalyze or plan or critique or whatever like I normally would do. So this is a crazy experience, honestly. Like, I mean, even just getting the positive pregnancy test, even just getting the positive that I ovulated, first of all, I was like, you would have thought that she had told me I was pregnant because I was so excited about that. So it's been a whirlwind of emotions for the past, like 6 months. So we're just really going to enjoy this right now. I think that's the best way to go about it. I did call my doctor today. I'm not going to go in, and she didn't want me to come in and do any blood work or anything, which I was surprised about that, and I almost thought about calling back and kind of demanding that we do blood work. But I thought, you know what, she probably just wants, since this is the first time I've ever been pregnant, she probably just wants my body to just do its thing, like run its course, do what it's supposed to do, us not worry about anything additional or, worrying about levels or, let's just do my thing, just stay calm and stay at peace. So I decided, you know what, I'm not going to call, I'm going to ignore all the, feedback and whatever, and I'm just going to just go with my doctor. So I do go in at 8 weeks, which would be February 23rd. I'll be 5 weeks on Sunday, by the way. So we're going to the doctor February 23rd that'll be our first appointment, and we will get an ultrasound. It'll just be a heartbeat one. And then talk to the doctor for a little bit. And my husband is going to go with me. And it was funny because I made the appointment for a day he wasn't off work, and I wasn't even thinking about it because, I'm going to my gynecologist, so why would I bring my husband with me? That's weird. And then I was like, crap, he probably wants to go. So I called back and was like, sorry, I'm not used to, having my husband come with me to my appointment. And she said, yeah, I guess that is kind of weird. Like, what do you think about it? So I'm like, yeah, I need to change that appointment. So we got it changed, and I'm really excited for that, obviously. And just, it seems like, because it's a month. I mean, it's a month away. So I know how fast a month goes by. So I'm just like, okay, it's going to go by really fast. But at the same time, you're like, man, why can't it just be like now? So I just want to talk about my symptoms first, just real quick, and then I think that's it. So like I said, I'll be 5 weeks on Sunday, so today is Wednesday. And of course, this would be my first day of my missed period. Today would be. And I haven't had any crazy symptoms. This is probably going to be a little bit TMI, so if you're done with the pregnancy stuff, just stop here or skip forward. But if you're pregnant or you're wanting to be pregnant and you're wanting to know maybe a little bit more about it, or if you have PCOS and you kind of just want to know, obviously let's keep watching. But I just want to warn you guys, and it's going to be like that for these videos because it's pregnancy. It is what it is. So the first and probably the most current thing is last week I noticed, the beginning of last week, my boobs usually always get tender and sore before I get my period. That's usually a constant. But my nipples hurt. My boob, if I touched my boob like that, it didn't hurt at all. I could even go like that. It didn't hurt. But if I just brushed by something with my nipple, which I don't know in my areola, I don't really know a correct word to say that, but that area, it hurt. I was like, oh my gosh. But I was just like, okay, I'm not going to read into it. So that was really the first thing that I was like, kind of took note in my head, and then, like I said, just kept it moving. But that's been one of the biggest things. I have noticed just light cramps here and there, just little tingy cramps every once in a while, or if I'm sitting at my desk for too long, I have to kind of stretch out a little bit, stretch back a little bit. And I did get online because I was like, oh man, that kind of is automatically it makes you worry a little bit. So I did look online, and it said that's normal. That's perfectly normal. The only thing that would be concerning is if I started bleeding a lot, or heavily, or it was severe pain, which it definitely is. It's not. It's just it's literally a little tint, just boop, and you notice it, and then it's gone. So nothing to be too concerned about right now. It just says that your uterus is starting to kind of get ready, and it's all the hormones. It's kind of shifting. It's knowing what it's supposed to do. That the true tiredness is going to kick in. I've been tired, but I'm usually always tired. It's bumped up a little bit, but not to where, it's totally abnormal, I guess, because I'm usually just always tired. So that hasn't changed, but yet, anyways. And also I haven't had any nausea, or any morning sickness, which is an all-day sickness, but so far I haven't had any of that. I still think it's pretty early, obviously. So yeah, so I think that's it for this week. But I guess technically this video will jump in straight into the next week. I don't know how I'm going to do it. So this might be the ending might be a little scattered right now, or weird. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Who knows? Oh my gosh, but I'm pregnant. Ah! So yes, that's it. Thank you guys. Bye. Hey, so this is week 7 update. So obviously it's been a couple weeks since I've done an update, but I've been busy and nothing really changed that much between week 4 and until recently. We did tell my dad, so it was so exciting, and my little sisters, I guess, too. So now all of, both of our parents, both parents and everybody, and grandparents know. his brother knows, some really close family and very, very, very close friends. But that's it. We haven't told pretty much anybody else. I did have to tell one of my coworkers because I'm traveling a lot for work this month, unfortunately, and I was like, I don't know how this is going to go, so maybe I should just tell him, and I did, I mean, which was, was fine. Cody was fine with it, and it kind of needed to be done, so I'm glad I did because he's been understanding when we are traveling and things like that, so all of that's worked out fine. But other than that, nobody knows yet, because we want to wait till the end of the first trimester, which will be we're going to probably tell the first week of April. So we take pictures for it on the 25th of March. So we have a month and a week, basically, because today is February, what's wrong with my phone? February 15th. So again, these videos, I'm going to compile them together, and you won't see these until later, but I did want to do an update anyways. So yeah, I guess let's talk about symptoms because that's really been the biggest thing that's changed recently. So I turned 7 weeks on Sunday. Today is Wednesday. Saturday, my husband took me out of town for the weekend, and we were shopping, and it was really hot in the store, and we were standing in line, and I was like, oh, I do not feel good. Like, started getting pretty nauseous, and I just thought, he was like, it's really hot in here. Maybe, we just need to, like, go outside or go in the car or whatever. So we got in the car, and the nausea hasn't gone away since. Fun. So, yeah, I woke up this morning with it pretty severe. I didn't eat that much for dinner last night because I'm having a hard time eating. But, so it was pretty severe this morning, and I was like, crap, I should have ate more last night or ate some crackers before I went to bed or something like that. I have been trying to snack throughout the day and just kind of keep something in my stomach, which is really hard to do. I did have a pretty good lunch today. Actually, yesterday and today I had pretty good lunch. Like, I didn't have a problem getting through, like, eating my lunch. It's just it kind of hits randomly. I mean, obviously, I know most of you guys know that it's called morning sickness, but it's all day, any time, any whatever. It did wake me up in the middle of the night, but I, like, pushed through it and went back to sleep. And then again, of course, this morning it was pretty bad. Today I'm going to have soup and a sandwich. I'm just kind of trying to stick with something like that because honestly, that's the only thing that sounds good. Saturday or Sunday night, I cooked pork chops and some sausage on the grill, which I love the sausage that I cooked normally, and I couldn't even eat one bite of it, of either one. I was like, I cut it and, like, put it in my mouth, and I was like so that was my first food aversion, really. I just couldn't, even the thought of it. Also, I didn't get to show you last time my book. I know I mentioned it, but this is the journal that I got to write in, keep notes in. I went in here and put some random questions I have from my doctor. I'm going to take it with me. And then also been kind of just writing about my symptoms just to kind of keep track. But I also keep track of my symptoms on an app on my phone called Ovia Pregnancy, OVIA, which I used the Ovia fertility tracker when we were, like, tracking cycles and stuff. So I just started using the Ovia Pregnancy. And I have the Bump also, but I like the Ovia tracker. I like both apps for totally different reasons. I like the Ovia tracker because you can go into the calendar and you can put notes. You can put when your doctor's appointment is, when you work out, and you can put your symptoms and kind of keep track of your symptoms there, which for me, I really like that, and it's convenient. It also gives you articles in here, kind of underneath all that, and it does track the baby's size and how many weeks and all that you are, just like the Bump app does also. But I like both of those apps, so if you're pregnant, you might want to check those out. So yeah, I guess that's it for week 7 update. We go to the doctor next Thursday. Yeah, next Thursday, because I'll be 8 weeks on Sunday. We go to the doctor on that following Thursday, which that'll be our first appointment. I'm really excited about that, but work. I'm so tired. I'm tired. So yeah, so we're gonna go to our first appointment next Thursday. So I'm not gonna do an update until after we have that appointment because there's I don't feel like there'd be any reason. Hopefully there's no reason to do an update between now and then. Yeah, so that's it. I'll see y'all in a couple of weeks, I guess. Bye. Okay, ignore my crazy hair and my oily skin. It's been a long week, but it's been a long Friday at work. So, and I record these normally when I get home from work, before I have to start cooking dinner and stuff like that. So I look a little crazy. But yeah, so we're 8 weeks and 5 days today. So I'll be 9 weeks on Sunday. And we had our doctor's appointment yesterday. And we got to do an ultrasound. It was so cool. So here's the baby. Obviously, that's a baby. And then here's like the baby and the heartbeat. The heartbeat was at 174 beats per minute or whatever. And so right now it's saying girl, like if you go by the wives' tale or whatever. But really, I feel like the next sonogram we get would be a better indicator because that would mean it'd be like pretty consistent. Like, he's so little and new that this might not be the best indicator, but so we'll see if it stays at 174. But oh my gosh, I was like, what? There's a baby. It was just so surreal. Like when she, got the sonogram or got the, I don't know, probe, I guess, or whatever it's called. And it was like, bam, all of a sudden there was like, a clear shape of a baby. So pretty freaking crazy. Everything she said, everything looked good. Everything was measuring right. So that was really, really good. So my husband recorded the video, so I'll go ahead and put it in right here.
So a little heartbeat here. 174. Don't let that fool you. It's not true. We did a study. We did one time. Everything looks good. Yay. Little baby there. Baby. Wow.
And I was kind of annoyed. Yesterday I wasn't as annoyed as it started, like when I got into the doctor's office. So I did the ultrasound first, and we went into my doctor, like to see my doctor, to wait to see my doctor. I was like, man, that was so fast. It was 44 seconds long. Like the clip of the video of what you guys saw is exactly the length of what the sonogram was. And she was so rushed. Like she was rushing us so fast. I barely got to hear the heartbeat, obviously, as you guys could hear on that. It was just, I'm just so annoyed. And at the time, I was like, okay, well maybe that's just normal. Maybe what you see in the movies isn't true. Like, but as like, I guess pregnancy brain started like chilling out a little bit. And I was thinking about it. I'm like, no, that's not right. Like, I've been ultrasounds with my stepmom when she was pregnant with my little sister, my first little sister. And I remember them, like, they would be like, okay, we're measuring such and such, and this is the head, or, kind of explaining what they're seeing. And then they would let you listen to the heartbeat for at least a second longer. It's our first baby, our first pregnancy. It was our first ultrasound. My husband was there. I was just so irritated. Like, I was halfway tempted to call up there today and like complain and gripe them out. I didn't, obviously, but so that happened. I'm already like mama bear mode. I feel like I'm like so next time we have a sonogram and they try to do that crap to us, I'm gonna go off. I'm just gonna go off because I'm like I'm so upset. But at the same time, I'm not gonna let that take away from us actually experiencing it and like it just in general. I woke up this morning. I have been just totally shook all day. Like, that's the best way I can explain it. Like, I woke up this morning and was like, it was not a dream. We actually saw our baby. We actually heard our baby's heartbeat. Like, what? And even today on the way home, I'm like, I texted my husband. I was like, I cannot believe we heard our baby's heartbeat yesterday. Like, you know, it was already becoming real because, you know, we've already bought stuff for the nursery. Like, I feel like as soon as I became pregnant, like that instinct kicked in, and I was like, we need to start doing stuff. Like, I reorganized our rooms. I switched them around. I switched the guest room, put the guest bed back where in the big room, cleared everything out in the room where the nursery is going to be. Like, I was like, let's get this done. So I feel like nesting had already started, like, immediately for me. But where was I going with that? Oh, God. Oh, okay. So it's already been kind of real. Like, people were like, oh, did that make it more real? Like, my mom and stuff's been asking me that. And I'm like, it didn't make it more real. I don't know. Like, I don't feel like it made it any more real than it already was. But I just feel more excited, I guess. I guess that's the best way to put it. Like, I feel like, okay, I'm actually pregnant. Like, I mean, I have totally felt pregnant. But I'm like, what? So yeah. So it was a great, like, it was just so amazing. And the rest of the doctor's appointment went really well. I will say this, it was really funny because, you know, they did the sonogram first, and, you know, she was like, okay, come in here, get changed, and, you know, like, from the waist down, and then Cody, like, saw, like, the probe thing, and he was like, oh my God. Like, it was just all like, what the hell is going on? And then I had already warned him about the, like, exam from the doctor, and I was like, okay, so this is kind of what the, like, pap smear thingy, you know, the claw thingy that they use looks like, and blah, 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 blah. And so he kind of prepared for that, but I don't know if he saw it actually, but when we got done and I got, like, dressed and everything, he was like, it must suck. And I was like, suck being a girl? And he was like, yeah. I'm like, it does. It does. It really does. Like, it is not fun going to the doctor to do any of that. And I'm normally okay. Like, it doesn't really bother me, but it was really uncomfortable. Like, when she was, like, doing the little testy test with the scraper thing, and of course pushing on my boobs, like, just to check for lumps, I was like, don't touch my boobs like that, like, it hurts. Just everything is so much more sensitive, just, like, everywhere, and I was just like, oh. Yeah, and I thought it was really funny, like, how he was like, man. So I think it gave him a new found appreciation for all women. Okay, so real quick, the last thing I think is just my a symptoms update. So I had really bad nausea. I think it's been like 2 weeks now. And I had it for about 5, maybe 6 days. And then, knock on wood, it's just gone away. Now, I will say the only time I do get nauseous is when I'm hungry. But I can tell the difference. Like, I can tell, like, okay, I really need to get something in my stomach, like, right now. Because it's totally about to come on full force. So, like I said, knock on wood. Please, baby Jesus, please let this be the truth. That's the only time I've been nauseous since the other day. Other symptoms, my boobs have already gotten bigger, significantly bigger. I never really had big boobs to begin with. I mean, I'm a plus size girl, but I wear a C cup, and I don't even really fill a C cup up all the way until now, which is how I've noticed. I'm like, I look down at my bras and I have like some cleavage going on, and I'm like, what? Like, and even in like I wear a lot of bralettes, like on the weekends, you know, just like not the sports bras, I guess, like on the weekends and stuff, and I'm like, whoa, where do these come from? And of course my husband's noticed, and he's been very happy about that. But I was surprised because I figured obviously that would be like second and third trimester type of thing when I got a little closer. So it already happening, I was like, what? But I did read that's normal. I just didn't know that. I think I talked about constipation before, like earlier, because I had it really bad the very like first 2, maybe 3 weeks. Now I have, which is this total TMI. I'm really sorry, guys, but I just want to be real with y'all because this is what it is. Like, I'm pregnant, like, and it's weird. The shit your body does is weird. It's just weird. And I watch these videos on YouTube, especially now, obviously, and it's so refreshing when they are honest and real with you about what they're going through, because you can relate to it, because you're like, girl, I am so constipated right now, it's not even funny. You know, you can just relate to them better. So I just want to be honest with you guys. So if you're squeamish, just bye. But so now I'll have constipation for a day, and then diarrhea for like 3 days, and then constipation for a day, and then I have not been like truly constantly just regular since I've gotten pregnant. Since I found out I was pregnant. It's so crazy. I'm trying to think what are my other symptoms. There's a lot. Oh, y'all, the bloat. The bloat is real. Like, I feel pregnant. My pants are tight. I have so much bloat right up here. I mean, the other day, my belly, like, obviously I have a belly. I'm plus size. I'm overweight. Like, it's so annoying. But it was like, I kind of have like, you know, a few rolls, like, normally. It was like smooth, like a bump. Like, if I was able to like just totally like, you know, not push my stomach out, but kind of push my stomach out, it was like, oh, she's pregnant. Like, she's like 5 months pregnant. I was like, what the heck? And when you're so bloated, first of all, it's really uncomfortable, but you can't suck your stomach in. Like, there's no amount of like you couldn't suck, I mean, it just hurts, because it hurts your stomach muscles. It just hurts to try to keep your stomach like sucked in. So that's been annoying, especially because right before I got pregnant, I was like eating really, really well, working out. I had lost 6 pounds in like 2 weeks. Like, I was killing it. So a lot of the water weight was, you know, dropping off of me, and my stomach, like, I didn't have much bloat like I normally do when I eat bad and all that, you know. So I have like clear memory of my stomach when it was like, when I was, you know, healthy, which was just 2 months ago or a month ago, whatever. And now it's like, no, the bloat, my pants just are so uncomfortable. Like, as soon as I get home, I'm like, leggings or yoga pants or PJs, and on the weekends, I am not wearing pants. Like, if you see me at the Walmart, don't expect me to be in real pants. I'm going to be in leggings or yoga pants. I mean, just get over it, because they're so uncomfortable. Pants are so uncomfortable already. I have a long way to go. Constant, and definitely more prevalent the past 2 weeks is smells and food aversions. The smell of meat cooking, even the thought of it, y'all, I'm seriously, the thought of that, or the thought of any type of not any type of food, certain types of food, I mean, I gag. Like, I literally gag. Like barbecue, oh my god, y'all know. So yeah, so I think that's it for week 8. What I'm going to do for these videos is I'm going to go ahead and edit these past couple of weeks, and I'm going to do 2-part series of my first trimester. So, because I just think it's better to do it this. First of all, it'd be way too long if I just did them all at one. And I thought about just doing like a recap of the first trimester, like once I got into my second trimester, recap all of my first trimester. But I really wanted to I just feel like this is more current, it's more real, it's what's going on right now in this week. And I feel like if I waited till the end and then looked back, the memories wouldn't be as clear. But like my reactions or my stories or my, they would be kind of muddled by that point because something else is going, well, I mean, hopefully good, but, some, like the next doctor's appointment or, when we tell so-and-so or when, whatever. It would just be not as current or as true to the time right now. So, and I don't know, I just feel like for me, even for my personal, like, looking back on my pregnancy and looking back on these videos, I think I would want to see my reactions and like me in that moment instead of just me like reflecting back on the past 3 months. So yeah, not to ramble for a million years like I normally do, but technically I've been pregnant for 2 months, technically, like how they count the weeks. But we found out January 25th and it's February 24th today. So I've known for a month already. So I think this is a good place to end part 1, and then part 2 will be next. So thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for watching. I mean, this is a crazy experience, and it's a lot different than my other videos, obviously, not beauty related. But I hope you like them, and I hope, even if you aren't pregnant, I hope maybe it gives you some insight onto the craziness that is pregnancy. And if you are pregnant, I hope it gives you some kind of comfort and just knowing that you're not alone. We're all in this together, or it's so incredibly insane. And it's just a lot. It's a lot of emotions. It's a lot. So, but I hope it brings you comfort. So, yeah. So thank you all again for watching, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye, guys.